Hi, everyone. Welcome to My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of your community and my community. With me today to share so many wonderful things, especially after our event last night, is Jamie Mick, who is a member of the Chamber, which is the West Pasco Chamber, and has a whole list of credentials in how she gives back in the community. She's also a dance champion with gazillions of medals and also a former Dancing with the Local Stars. What year did you participate?
I was actually the original when it first started. I was the first place winner. Yep.
Oh my God! Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
oh, how fun! So you know what I went through last night?
Oh yes, very much so. I was in the bathroom much more than you were.
Oh my goodness! I mean, seriously, you think maybe TV? You know, you get a little rattled nerves before you go up and get used to this whole gig. Let me tell you, dancing in front of people was unbelievable. But you know what? I just had to get out of my own way. And I got my little star trophy for participating. And I couldn't believe that I got those high scores. 999, my favorite number.
Yeah, and the judges were actually last year's contestants and winners from last year. So they know exactly what you were going through, exactly what had to happen, and also how nervous you might have been. So trust me, they knew what you were going through, and they can really appreciate the performance that you gave, which was outstanding.
Well, thank you. I did the very best, but we did almost have a Janet Jackson moment there.
Yes. Fringe and buttons usually don't make a good combination.
I know, and I went through that on dress rehearsal night, but we made fun with it, and I thought, okay, David and I were like so tight with my fringes. He didn't just have a couple buttons, but he have double-breasted buttons.
Yeah.
Right, David? So I'm thinking, okay, Barbara, you better think fast, right?
Yep.
So I figured, well, we just ripped each other apart, literally ripped the fringes. Maybe it looked like a tango dance move.
I didn't notice it. I was watching very carefully, and I did not notice it.
Well, that's good.
The great thing is you kept your composure. Your face never showed that it was anything except exactly what it was supposed to be. And that's the key to dancing. I mean, the thing to remember is no one knows your routine.
Right.
Just you and David.
Right.
So if you make a mistake or things don't go exactly the way, just keep going. Act like that was supposed to happen.
That's exactly what we did. But now you know what really happened. Oh my goodness, I haven't even seen the video.
Oh, there we go. Wow.
Ooh, let's see. Oh, here we go.
There he is, the tall one. And the glamour. There she is.
Oh my goodness. I'm seeing this for the first time with you guys.
And it gets such into character. Tango is such a great dance because there's the passion, but there's also that little bit of tension that's there.
Yes.
And it's such a great expression, I think.
Oh my goodness, that was so fun.
And you have awesome legs, girlfriend. I got to tell you.
Oh, look who's talking.
Those are awesome legs.
Oh.
Look at that. Wow.
Well, this was the dance of my life. Never did I ever think that I would be doing anything like this. So let's see if we can.
Now, when I did it, we had to do 2 dances.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yes.
That's what I heard.
Yes, it was much more difficult because we had to learn 2 dances.
Oh, yeah, that was. I think that might have been just where we got stuck.
I think it was right there. And it was just like, oh, you just got to go. There's nothing you can do.
Nice job, John Gaston, with Tampa Bay Multimedia. You have events, you want a video stream, we can do that with John Gaston, our producer extraordinaire. And we're also getting ready to do more live shows here through WeBeam TV as well. So now here comes the final number. Now, mind you, I hurt an oblique muscle a week ago and had been babying it, saving it for this last bit.
And the crowd went wild. When
Did they?
Looked at you, the whole room exploded. It was fantastic. And I think it needs to be mentioned that you were the first contestant out of the door. And I will tell you now that I suggested that to Angie. I said, Barbara is the strongest dancer.
Really?
She will have no problem being first. It will not intimidate her. Let her go first. She will set the bar for the entire evening.
Oh, how
And I'm glad to see that she took my advice because that lift and that move right there definitely set the bar.
Oh, I straightened my leg out.
It was beautiful.
See?
Beautiful.
Did you see the dress?
Yeah, I did. It was okay. The crowds are going wild.
I didn't hear a sound.
No, you don't. I have a hard
heard-
time hearing the music sometimes.
I didn't hear any. Look, see. Okay. This is crazy stuff. Really crazy, but fun. Thank you so much. I really, that was such a moment of inspiration and motivation for me to share with you, to always be able to think about stepping into your dream. I know you did. How many years ago did you?
It was 6 years ago, and my friends, Miss Tina Shelton, who's a member of the Junior Service
Hi,
League.
Tina.
Hi, Tina. Actually, we were at another event, and she kept feeding me Cosmos because they needed one more contestant, and I kept saying, no, I won't do it, I won't do it. And I was a little heavier back then, and they said, oh, this would be a great way for you to, lose weight, and I said, okay, all right, fine, I'll do it.
That was a key word,
yeah,
the buzzword.
Well, that was probably after about 4 or 5 Cosmos.
Oh, my.
And so the next morning I tried to renege, and they said, oh, no, we already published it, you can't renege. So the first day I walked in, David was sitting behind the counter, and then he stood up. Now, David is 1 foot and 2 inches taller than me.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
Oh, you got 4 inches on me.
So I looked at him and I said, oh, baby, this is not going to work. But it has, and here we are 6 years later, and we've had an incredible journey. People do not understand what dance brings to their lives.
That's true.
I've done a lot of public speaking. I've done television. I've done radio. But I've never really been a live performer. I was a costume designer in college and high school. And so I was the one in the back with the dress ready to help the pretty girl change.
I see.
And so for me to get out there in front and to really reveal myself, to just expose my heart and soul and do something that I absolutely love to do was a little intimidating for me, even though I'm quite successful professionally and obviously quite linked in the community. I was pretty intimidated by that. And I have to tell you, no matter where we dance, when we dance in West Pasco, I'm the most nervous when we do that. Last night, I was very nervous.
Were you really?
I get very nervous because to me, that's my family.
Yes.
My family is up in Michigan. My parents are snowbirds. They're not here yet. But, my family is the people that were in that room. And so I want to do my very best. I certainly don't want to embarrass myself or embarrass them. And so I get the most nervous doing that. Forget about any competitions that we go to, how big they are, how many studios are there. It doesn't matter. When we're in West Pasco performing, I am truly the most nervous. I'm rattled.
That is, I feel a little bit better now knowing that with somebody that has been dancing for 6 years and winning medal after medal, and you still get nervous, so that's okay, right?
Yes, you have to channel that energy. You have to channel that energy into positive energy, and you have to not be intimidated by it because what you think is a mistake or what you think is minuscule, the people that are watching you, 99% of them are just in awe of the mere fact that you're out there doing that. They really are, even though they could very well do the same thing if they put the same time into it, but they're just in awe. And what I told a lot of contestants last night was, you've already won. By simply stepping on the dance floor
absolutely.
and doing that, you have already won.
Yes.
Nobody needs to give you a medal. Now, David reminds me of that when we don't place in a competition, but because I want a medal too. I want to be up there. I want to be called back. But the bottom line is to simply get out on the dance floor and to simply expose yourself that much. You have reached another height in personal growth that other people don't get to do. It's really a blessing.
It is truly a blessing. And when I was actually asked right here in this studio by Paul Friedlander, if you're watching, and his wife saying, you should be on Dancing with the Local Stars. And I said, okay, just like that. And I'm going, I had no idea what to expect, but when he said what it was for, how could I not say okay?
Oh, yeah.
How
the
could
Junior
you not?
Service League is an awesome organization of ladies, and their whole goal is to make the world a better place for other unfortunate women in our community. And that mission is, obviously, as women, that's very near and dear to us.
Yes.
But I would say that most of those ladies are really close friends of mine, and I just so much enjoy this event. I look forward to it every year, and really, really enjoy the evening. It's always a memorable evening.
It really was, and they put together this beautiful program that has a little mini bio in there of all the dancers, everybody participating, including the judges. And I tell you, it was just, I thought, a very, very top-notch affair, and I still can't believe that I actually said yes to do this. But my also motivation with this, Jamie, was, and you know how I embrace this, and I I just embraced all the other charities that are under the Junior Service League
Right.
and brought them on the show here to really give them exposure, and will continue to do that. My mission isn't to stop after leaving the dance floor, and I posted that all over Facebook today, but it's to continue on with this mission with my book called Dance Life, Love, Inspire, Forgive, Enlighten, all the virtues that I had to learn, and just really keep paying it forward and paying it forward. So we're going to be dedicating a lot of segments and shows to the Dancing with the Local Stars. I want to thank everybody out there today that gave us both support in this and continue to really support your local chambers.
Dear Lord, that's me.
Let's see. Oh, I didn't see this one. Is that you?
Yeah, that's
here we go.
us.
Talk about legs. Are you kidding me? Look at you.
Yeah, you can't hide them in that dress.
And I love that. I love that dress. Look at you. Love it. Love it. See, I tell you that you may motivate me to keep moving.
Well, you need to. I have to tell you that not only have I physically changed and dropped three dress sizes.
I have as well.
But you know, I used to be a pretty tough cookie. I used to be quite intimidating.
Yeah.
And someone said to me, "You've really changed. Dance has changed me." And my 86-year-old mother, who loves to see me dance, because you know, as a child they said I would never walk, and so. You know, she said, don't ever stop dancing. The joy that you get from dancing is clear and very visible in your performances. And I just wish everyone could feel that joy that I feel when I'm out there. And of course, you couldn't pick a better partner. And
I know.
David picked me. I didn't really pick him.
I know.
And David is fabulous.
He is.
You know, I could and have danced with him dances that we've never even practiced, and you just follow him. He's not only a great instructor and a phenomenal dancer, but he is truly a gift. I've told his mother that. You know, it's one thing to be a great dancer. It's a whole nother thing to be a great instructor and to be such a great person. And he truly is.
He does, and he really cares about people.
He does. He really
and
cares.
he reads you as soon as you walk into that studio.
Yeah.
His energy, he just can resonate or not resonate with you.
Yep.
What's going on? What's in your head? How are you feeling today? You got any hurt muscles or anything like that?
He can tell right away what kind of day I've had. He can tell it by the way I walk into the studio.
It's amazing.
And then
he works around it.
He works around it.
He works around it. That's why we weren't practicing those two crazy lifts that we did for about a week, because I wanted to make sure that I pulled this muscle and I'm going, oh my goodness.
Well, the other thing is that if you weren't able to do it, you needed to have an alternative. Kind of like in the movie theaters, you know, they have an alternate ending. You needed to have one just in case it wasn't going to work.
Exactly. But it did work, and actually,
it was fabulous.
I think my feet were even together the way they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
So
I was watching pretty carefully.
Well, I tell you, it's been very, very exciting, and we're going to take a brief little time out. Hopefully you have enjoyed your little excerpt from Dancing with the Local Stars with Jamie Mick and her performance, and of course, my version of the Argentine tango with David. Both of us had David as our dance partners. He's amazing. David, I hope you're watching. Mwah!
Yes,
we love you.
Love you, sweetie.
We're going to take a brief little time out. And of course, we also want to give great kudos to Arthur Murray Dance School. You must call there, get in for a free lesson. You may discover a whole new life for yourself, and maybe even discovery of a new you. It certainly has done that for Jamie and I. We'll be right back after this. We're going to be talking about a fabulous event that's coming up in November. So stick with us, and we'll be right back after this.
The last several years have been confusing and trying for homeowners. Advisors Mortgage and Financial Group was there before the housing crisis, during, and we are still here now advising people of their options and helping them choose the best financial solutions for their family. You do have options, and today's market promises lots of opportunities. We have found that there are a lot of questions out there and misinformation, and we want you to know we have answers. Advisors Mortgage and Financial Group, providing solutions today for a better tomorrow.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
When I go to Dr. B, they don't do anything to hurt you.
I used to be afraid, but I'm not now.
I'm not afraid of the dentist anymore. I love to see Dr. B. Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Hi, I'm Derek Brooks, former linebacker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. During my NFL career, I realized the importance of giving back and started my foundation, Derek Brooks Charities. We help Tampa Bay youth prepare for a successful life through our college prep and mentoring programs. Our goal is to see youth excel academically and develop strong characters and be better citizens for tomorrow. To further our mission, we've teamed up with Fun Night, a company that gives members access to thousands of nationwide discounts on products and services they buy every day. These include entertainment, retail purchases, dining, and travel. Best of all, 33% of every membership fee goes to the charity of your choice. We love being able to save our supporters money while giving them a unique opportunity to support our charitable work in the community. I invite you to consider using Fun Night to save money and give back to your favorite cause. Visit www.funnight.us to sign up now and get a free 30-day trial. Save money, help others with Fun Night, and support Derek Brooks Charities.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex, short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
Hi everyone, welcome back to My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm your host, Barbara Marvel Kelly, and with me is Jamie Mick, superstar.
I don't know about
superstar. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm with a celebrity. I worked with many celebrities on HSN, as many of you know, but I tell you, working in the community is just unbelievable in how you give back. And you started, how did you actually get started? Was it with the chamber?
Well, I was working for Dutta Realty, and I had a mentor who said to me, you know, you really need to get in the community and get involved. So the first thing I did was I joined the chamber, and I became an ambassador and started going to ribbon cuttings and welcoming companies into the area. And then I heard about Rotary, and I'd known a little bit about Rotary because we have one in our hometown in Marquette, but had never really gone to a Rotary meeting or anything like that. So I asked a friend who was in a networking group with me, I said, you know, can I come to your Rotary Club and just see what it's all about? I'm a cancer survivor. I do have survivor issues as far as, you know, paying it forward. And so I wanted a way that I could, you know, make a difference in the community, help people that were less fortunate, but I knew that by myself I couldn't do it very much. And through Rotary, I've been able not only to help people in West Pasco and Pinellas County and the counties here in the Bay Area, but also people that I will never meet through the Rotary International Foundation, as well as the international projects that we do. So it has really helped me to to really give back in a really significant way. And then through service, I was an assistant governor, of course, president of my club, and then assistant governor. And then I was very thrilled to be named as a governor. And so it's a 3-year process. And then you are governor. You oversee 4 counties here in the Bay Area.
Wow.
And about 50 clubs and a little less than 2,000 Rotarians. And you visit them all. And your job is to help them be the best club that they can be, do the most that they can do for their community. And it's kind of a daunting task, but I have to say it's probably one of the more rewarding things I've ever done.
Sure.
And now as a past district governor, I'm still involved at the district level and been very fortunate to be involved at the next level of service for Rotary, which is at the zone level. So now I not only service this area, but the entire state of Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina.
My goodness.
I get to do a little traveling. I get to do my favorite thing, which is public speak and train and really help clubs, think out of the side of the box, dream big or go home is one of my biggest things. Just dream those things that you really want to do for a community. However, the most important thing is to ask if they need what you want to do, but really to make them think. And
Sure.
It's been so rewarding to do that. I love to do training and public speaking.
Oh,
so it's been great.
I tell you, that is, it's rewarding in the heart, isn't it?
Yeah, it's worth every dime that I ever spent. Oh, yes.
Well, I'm beginning to get a little taste of it through our event last night, Dancing with the Local Stars, my little trophy here. And it was very, very exciting. But that brings me back to my Chamber TV, where we have a platform for people like yourself to come on here and really share how this has helped you being more well-rounded as an individual in the community, with your business, with your personal growth and development and everything like that. Excuse me, Jamie's been on our show before. What's your thoughts on My Chamber TV?
Oh, I think it's a fabulous venue. And when you had mentioned that you were looking for someone for this week, last week, I said, me, pick me. Because I knew we would have stuff to talk about. And I really wanted to promote this event that Rotary is doing here in the district.
Yes.
And, I want to mention that giving back to the community has not only benefited me, in my heart and soul, but professionally it benefits me.
Sure.
I have the fortunate to be selected as the commercial realtor helping the Pace Center for Girls in Pasco County find their new location.
No kidding.
Yes, and hopefully cross our fingers and our toes.
Yes.
They will sign their lease on Friday, and they will be in a beautiful new space right there on Little Road, right across from the courthouse.
Oh, I know exactly where that is.
Where the church is right now. They're moving out this weekend, and hopefully everything will go. Pace will move in next week.
Oh, my
and the
goodness.
girls on the 3rd of November, 2nd or 3rd of November, with that Monday, this 3rd, they will move into a beautiful facility. There'll be some renovations that will have to be done. But, again, called another Rotarian who had it listed, said, hey, Carol, what about this space? Do you think it'll work? And went over and they fell in love with it. And here we go. So professionally, it's benefited.
Yes.
I've really benefited financially from my work. But, what I really was after was that satisfaction, that soul satisfaction.
There's nothing like that.
No.
Nothing. You know, the Pace Center for Girls up in Hudson was my very first charity under the Junior Service League that I went to visit. Because whenever I get involved with something, I jump in with both feet.
Yep.
I become OCD, very passionate, and I just like to go that extra mile. And it meant so much to me because it gave me even more inspiration and motivation to get out there and dance my legs off, and then to... Actually, I didn't know you were the one that was involved because Gail Armstrong also came onto the show.
Yep.
And they were talking about moving, but I didn't know you had such an instrumental...
I was very, very fortunate for the board
wow.
to say, no, we want Jamie to do it. We know that Jamie has a passion for this.
Yes.
I obviously been very involved. Tina Shelton is president. She and I are very close friends.
Tina's been on the show, too. She's coming back, I think, the first week in November.
Yep. And so we were, when she called and said they really want you to do this, I said, I'd be honored. And I am honored. And we'll do everything we can. I'm going to stay with them through the build out to make sure everything goes well and that they're taken care of. So
that is so
it's
exciting.
Really benefited.
I can't wait. So they're going to be signing a lease. When do you think they'll be moving in?
Well, actually, hopefully they'll be moving in actually next Tuesday, Wednesday, they'll start the move.
Oh my goodness.
They'll have to do some cabling and the fire system has to be updated. And then the girls will be in there November 3rd. That's their new location. They'll go there to go to school. And those girls, they all have great stories.
They
great
do.
Success stories.
I was in tears when I left there. I really was.
Yeah.
And it just reinforced what I'm doing as Barbara Marvel out there in the community, and I'm just really getting my feet wet, trying to use my voice as a loud voice with my Chamber TV. In fact, that leads me up to this event that's coming up that I know we're going to be talking about, and this is coming up actually locally, and I may attend this.
Yes.
This is with Michael Angelo Caruso. Okay, mark this down, and we'll give you the websites and everything. November 3rd, 5th, and 6th. Next month, this year, we have Monday. This is Monday, November 3rd, the Citrus Hills Golf and Country Club in Citrus County at 6 p.m. Wednesday, November 5th at the Spartan Manor at Newport Richey in Pasco at 6, which is where we were last night. Beautiful facility. And Thursday, November 6th, Banquet Masters at Clearwater, Pinellas County. And that, too, is at 6 p.m. For $35, are you kidding me? Somebody with credentials like this is amazing. Tell me how you got hooked up with Michael.
Well, Michael Caruso was actually, he's a Rotarian from Royal Oak in Michigan. I'm a Michigander.
Me too.
And, oh, wow, I'm a Youper. And so Michael was actually one of the keynote speakers at the Rotary International Conference in Australia in June. And our district governor, Ted Johnston, had met him there. And so they started talking, and then he talked about how he's going to come to Florida and be in the Tampa area. And so Ted said, well, what about doing this, kind of as a community event, a networking opportunity for community people, for Rotarians as well as those outside of Rotary. And Michael is coming free of charge. He's not charging us a dime. All we're doing is paying his expenses. And it is not a fundraiser for Rotary. It is not a Rotary event. It is an event for the community sponsored by Rotary.
Nice.
So will there be some Rotary in it? Sure, of course there will be. But Michael's real focus is going to be on talking about, how to engage somebody quickly. And we all need to do that. I don't care if you're a stay-at-home mom.
It's true.
You need to engage your children quickly because their attention span's very small.
Exactly.
But you and I both know when we're out there networking, you have a very small window of opportunity to make an impression with someone. It needs to be positive. It needs to be strong. And Michael's really going to focus in on that. He is a world-renowned trainer. While he's here in Florida, he's actually going to be here most of the month. He'll be going to other corporations in the area that have hired him to come in and train their sales teams, to train their first impression teams, all of those things. And he is just, quite honestly, one of the most passionate Rotarians I've ever met. So he's really going to do a fantastic job. And I would encourage anyone, whether you're a Rotarian or not, it doesn't matter. This is an event for you to really talk and learn about your personal skills and be a better professional. I mean, that's the bottom line.
There's a lot to be said for that, because if you don't work on yourself, really, in personal growth and development, trust me, I know. And that's what got me on the dance floor last night, is working on myself. Because if your own personal growth and development skills need to be sort of jazzed up and really understand more about who you are, why not listen to other successful people who have done the same and apply those techniques? And it doesn't take, sometimes it does take a little while to discover these things about ourselves. It's taken me 66 years and I'm still learning. It's always a learning experience. But you know what really caught my eye here was how to engage somebody in 15 seconds. And when I first started in business, I heard it a different way. I think it was... you make an everlasting impression in the first 15 seconds. So I'm remembering that, and I'm going, this guy's got to be great.
He is. And you can go to his website and see some of his demo videos, as well as go to Rotary6950.org to buy your tickets very easily. There's a system on there. You can pick which location you want to go to, and then you'll get a confirmation email that will give you the confirmation, and it'll have a QR code that you can print out and bring with you.
Perfect.
All the check-in there will be very swift because we're using electronics to do it. We're using technology to do that this time. Dinner will start at 7, but there'll be kind of a happy hour, cocktail hour between 6 and 7. And that'll be your opportunity to really work the room, as we call it, networking. Go around, introduce yourself to people. John T. Capps will be there. He is the Rotarian's Rotarian. He is featured on the cover of the Rotarian last spring. And John is just a phenomenal guy. He and his wife have 12 children, none of which of them are biologically theirs.
Wow.
They've adopted 12 children from all over the world. John has been just about every country and every province you could think of to do some kind of international project for Rotary. He is the president of the Bald Men of America, and he has a tattoo of a Rotary wheel on his bald head.
Oh my goodness. I love this guy already.
He's a character, and he'll be a lot of fun at the cocktail hour. He'll kind of be the warm-up act. He probably will talk a little bit about Rotary, and then Michael will come on. Our goal is to get everybody out of there by 9 o'clock, so it won't be a late night. None of these locations are very far away, so you should be able to get to one or the other. All of them will handle about 250 to 400 people, depending on the location, and I would really love to see us really fill the room.
Well, I'm going to help you do that.
Great.
In fact, what we're going to do next week is we're going to actually have both of these gentlemen call in right here to My Chamber TV. So mark your calendar and you'll hear a few more live tidbits next week. And then, of course, mark your calendar. Let me go over this once again. And, of course, you can go to the website as well. November 3rd, November 5th, and November 6th. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday are the days. They all start at 6 p.m. One is at the Citrus Hills Golf and Country Club. That is November 3rd. The Spartan Manor at Newport Richey. That's November 5th. And then the Banquet Masters at Clearwater in Pinellas County, November 6th. And they all start at 6 p.m. The tickets are only $35, which is to cover the expenses. I mean, this is going to be an unbelievable way to improve who you are with relationships, with so much more in business, in personal. And my goodness, there's nothing like gleaning even one little nugget from a seminar on personal growth and development. I don't think we can ever have enough to, really educate ourselves. So that's going to be fabulous.
I agree. And if you are like Barbara and I, and you're looking for an opportunity to service the community, a venue or an avenue in which to do that, check out Rotary. It's a great way, obviously. I'm a big fan of Rotary, but it's not, for everyone. But check it out. And then that way it gives you an opportunity to casually do that if you're interested and see what Rotary's all about and visit a club near you.
I think it's fabulous. I do. And don't forget, our show airs every Wednesday at 12:30, mychambertv.com. You're also going to be able to see the archive shows. So after today, you'll see our show goes up almost immediately. You'll get a chance to watch the whole show, repost it on Facebook as well.
Yes.
We certainly appreciate that when you do that. We're building our audience. It's growing by leaps and bounds. We're very excited to be here. And of course, really excited to have guests like yourself. Have no problem having guests come on the show, talk about their business, talk about the benefits of being a chamber member. And I say this in every show, one of the biggest commonalities that everyone says when they come on our show is get involved in your community and get involved with your chamber. Really push yourself forward. Go to the various events, the ribbon cutting ceremonies. I tell you, people in this community, I had no idea how close-knit. And when you say it's a family, it is a family. So thank you so very much.
I appreciate you having me, Barbara. Thank you so very much.
And you're going to join us next week, too.
Sure.
2 weeks in a row.
Oh, my gosh.
How can we stand it? I love it. Thank you, Jamie, and thank you for joining us right here at My Chamber TV. We're going to close our show right now, but we'll see you same time, same place next Wednesday at 12:30. Have a great week. And don't forget, dance. Learn how to dance. Call Arthur Murray today.
Yes.